Hey everybody, welcome back to more Wingspan action. See, a Northern Cardinal is not a bad start. We're not going first, so we can't really bank on that. I think what we can bank on are these three cards, however. I think we're going to start there. Omnivore is good. What do we need? We need birds in the wetlands. I wonder if we don't go hummingbird in the wetlands. I think we do. And eventually get to that robin either in the forest or the grasslands, depending on what sorts of things happen here. So we'll do that, and we're going to hope we get that second rat. And we'll go hawk and hummingbird in the wetlands and just go from there. Doing a little arena action this time. How we do. First will be our hummingbird. Then probably lay a couple eggs. Draw a couple off the top. Don't see too much there that we're particularly interested in at this time. This might turn into a wetland engine, or it might just turn into something else. Red-tailed hawk as a wetland engine bird, I'm not so sure about, but it's not bad. Let's see how my opponent is. Let's see here. 248 is not a strong, super strong uh, wetland elo, so it's good to see. But we'll just have to see what he comes up. Down goes our hummingbird. Hummingbird oftentimes people save for the grasslands, which is not a bad play, but I feel like the most important thing in Wingspan at the start is getting the best card draw you can possibly get. So I'm going to start building out my wetlands, especially with the first end of round goal being birds in the wetland. So let's see what my opponent's got for us. He drew birds the first turn. Down. Oh, we got that cardinal. I missed that he grabbed that. Good to know. We'll lay our eggs and hope that that rat remains after one more turn here from my opponent. He's got two cards and no food, so chances of him going into the, well, if he does it anyways, into the card draw were slim, I was going to say, but clearly that's not the case. Slim, but still happened anyway. So he's got the magpie, which means my red-tailed hawk is probably good in the wetland so that we don't, well, that's interesting too. That might just go into our wetlands instead, and we save the hawk. But my opponent does have a scavenger bird, so it becomes a little less desirable to play that red-tailed hawk. Not completely undesirable, but maybe not completely desirable either. Could put him in the forest and stick though. Well, I'm not sure. How egg heavy is our game here? We need bowl nests. We need platform nests. We got two good ones here. And then finally eggs in the grassland. So we do want to think about getting birds into the grassland as soon as possible, I would say. It's a pretty heavy egg dependent end of round goal. Got to remember we're looking for omnivores. That's a good play. Going to get a free fish out of that one. Which might help him with his end around goal. Under the temptation, of course, is to pursue that end of round goal and get the hawk down in the wetlands as well, but probably not worth it. We're going to get the food for it and put it in the forest, I think. Oh, we'll get a double play. That'll be nice. We might go kinglet into robin in the forest, which means, or kinglet into hawk and save that robin for the grasslands. I like that. So 2 more turns grabbing food here, and then play out our forest double play. That fish is going to be great for his magpie. 2-star nest is also great. Third end of round goal being full nest. We got to keep our eye open for that. We're going to have 4 though with this, well, 3 with the kinglet, 4 when the robin goes down. So we're looking pretty good in that department too. Oh, well, these 2 are both kind of meh. I think Swift is highly unlikely to be played. We're not going to have a super strong food draw here. Only 2 at a time after our double play. Opponent gets his hands on the swallow. That'll be great for him. You would hope he would pick that up, but you never know. If not, we're grabbing it and getting food for our kinglet. There it goes. He's no dummy. Don't think we need the catbird. Let's do 1 more round of all. I wonder if we get that pipe it as well. We like the 2 food cost birds because we're going to be getting 2 food out of our forest at this point. So we'll grab it up. And what do we need? We need a grub or a grain or a cherry. So I think chances are high, and we'll take this guy for sure. Deny grub to our opponent, which he may or may not desire. And the Inca dove, we only got 2, maybe 3 with the Atlantic puffin. I don't think the Inca dove at this point is really something we want to hold on to. Of course, the Stellar's Jay is an omnivore, but it's 3 food cost. Unless my opponent starts passing out some food themselves, it's probably not worth 2 turns of food generation to get. Don't really need grains much. What's my opponent looking like? He's got lots of food generation. Cardinal, Kingfisher. He's probably going to be getting something down into the forest pretty soon, into the wetlands here pretty soon. He's got a fish. He's got a rat. He might, if he has a black-crowned night heron, that would be a pretty decent play, but I still really like our setup. I think that what you really want to go for is cheap birds at the start of the game. 2 or 3 birds out of 3 food is much better at the start than 1 big point bird, just because it allows for so much more resource gathering into the game. So as you can see, we're putting down a lot of cheap birds. That black-billed magpie still hasn't gone down, so I might get an activation or 2 out of my red-tailed hawk. So there it goes. Do we not have eggs? We don't have eggs. That's too bad. Okay, well then we should play our robin. Get rid of that boy. We'll hold off on that double play for 2 more turns here. We are going to get ourselves a nice tray reset in a second here. We're going to cycle. I didn't even see we had this Nighthawk. Let's get rid of it. Let's see what else we can get. Horned Lark is not necessarily a great card, but it's also not terrible. It's got egg space that's pretty strong. It's going in the grasslands, good for the final end of round goal. However, the nest type is not quite what we're looking for. Don't see anything here we like, so let's go off the top and get ourselves that grain. Maybe we give the first pick to my opponent. Well, that's interesting. Don't know if we're going to want any of that, but that song sparrow is very good for a high egg capacity if we're going to start hitting that. Start hitting that grasslands a bunch. So what are we going to get rid of? My opponent is still holding on to that magpie, so I'm a little hesitant about the harrier. I do think this, well, you never know when you might need an omnivore when you've got that bonus card. Sonic Sparrow probably isn't great. Man, I see potential for everything here. It might be that uh, magpie doesn't get played anytime soon, but I gotta suspect it's coming sooner or later. So I think we get rid of the Song Sparrow. 0-point bird migrator. Migrators leave something to be desired. So I suspect we are going to get down our red tail at just about the same time as my opponent gets down that that magpie. Otherwise, this red tail would definitely be going into the grasslands, I think. And probably that song sparrow would have gone into the forest. So hopefully we'll get a couple rounds of food draw out of this guy. My opponent has 2 platform nests. I've got this third one here, and there's a rat in the tray. So maybe we play it just for that end of round goal. I think we might do that. I guess we could take a grain. We do get an activation of our red tail here. Excellent. Well, a lot of good that did us. Okay, so I think, I don't know what I think. There comes that. No, ooh, pileated. Pileates are pretty good, but I don't know. Still got food for that magpie. It's gonna go for food next, which would be good. Maybe we'll get some food for one of these other birds. We got 3 turns left. We got star nest for that pileated, although not a ton of space there. We have no other cavity nest. Yep, there goes that magpie. Unsurprising. Okay, so we can't be activating our harrier. We got 1 predator activation, and it failed, so no more of that going on here. Stellar's J, we love you, but you gotta go. Looking for omnis. Ooh, look at that food. We like all that food. I think we're going to try to get down the horned lark and the... Well, since we need to spend an egg, I think we got to get the food. Don't think my opponent's going to be hitting up the... How many? He's probably got, yep, he's got 3 as well. So we're just going to grab food, a couple turns. I'm not going to play anything because, oh, we got 2 eggs here, so we are going to play our pipet. Starting that grassland, that's a little scary. Oh, that was not a platform nest. So we're going to tie the next end of round goal as well. Oh, well, cartographer is always nice, don't you think? We got northern, and we got that, and we got American. So we got the lower bounds already. So we do have the Atlantic puffin. We'll just see what comes next our way. We know that my opponent does not have the Inca Dove for a sneaky end of round goal grab because we already got rid of that guy. Food is, well, I guess the food would be good for our spoonbill, maybe even our puffin. I think we want to draw some cards. We do have the warbler to cycle through if we do want to just get rid of something. I don't think the warbler is worth playing at this point. Doesn't hit a bonus card. How are we doing on bull? Ooh, hummingbird would be good. Give us a little food generation in our wetlands, plus the bull nest. Opponent will most likely grab it. Nope, getting food. Doesn't have a card cycler in there, so that's good. It's going to give us an egg. Gracias, amigo. Another omnivore for us too, so that's great. Nothing there we're too excited about. Yeah, I'll take a grain for our hummingbird. We could play that warbler if we needed it for eagle can go. I think the mountain bluebird can go. We're not going to be doing a double play. Be good for the cavity nest for that pileated, but don't think that's going to be activated too much. Oh, if my opponent grabs that golden eye, we might be in trouble. He does. Okay. That's all right. Opponent's going pink this game. How's their bull nest looking? 1, 2, 3. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna, ooh, you don't say. We're gonna definitely grab that guy up. Do this. Not gonna discard. Harrier will go hungry for now. And I think we cycle out this guy for that guy. Hummingbird will go down next. Then we'll have ourselves a nice grassland with or without the golden eye in my opponent's habitat. That will also help with that pileated that's going to be giving us eggs. Barn swallow OP. Got tons of bull nests. Feeling good about this game. Ooh, we're going to be getting grubs too. My opponent is going to be getting tons of food and eggs from us. 1, 2, 3. And they've got some good egg space. Let my opponent go first, see if they grab a food. I guess our horned lark's got to go. That might be nice. If some rats appear. Oh, we need to think about our geographic terms from now on. Canada goose, not worth it. American northern. So we still only have 2. We might just have to be happy with 2. I wonder if my opponent has a wetland scientist. Tied up on points. We got a pretty decent engine, but I don't know. Our bonus cards are mediocre. Opponent going for that turkey, so let's reset the, maybe we reset that bird feeder. We could use some food for some bombs ourselves. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We only have 4, so we better put an egg in that guy. Then let's just start filling up our. We don't really need this guy, do we? We'll hold on to him. For now, there's no reason we would do it right at this moment. Oh, what are we going to cycle? Baldy's got to go. Oh, we get to go next turn, so it's too bad we don't have room for the Roadrunner. Oh, we don't. Well, we'll take a grain. We know we're giving our opponent a cherry for that. We didn't need that either because we already had one. What can you do? That is of no use to us. All right, we get to go. We're gonna head for the forest here. Nothing there we want. We're gonna clear out them cherries. That's nice. So we'll take this guy and this guy, and we'll play our spoonbill, and that might be it. Might just be all egg spam after that. Egg spam and pray. That's what we're looking at. We're gonna get some grubs from our friend, I suspect. And then it's just a matter of filling up. We got our grasslands. We've got 4, 6, 9, 11, 14 egg space capacity. One's got 4, 7, 10. So we can't obviously get any more egg space. So we'll just have to see what comes our way. There's a rat in the tray. We could get that spotted owl down. Fewest birds or colors. Ruby, red, rosier, and ruby again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely not going colors. We will go ecologist and we will get down that spotted owl. We'll save. Unless it costs us the end of round goal, we got to think about that. Not going to discard yet. Not sure the spotted owl is worth losing the end of round goal. Let's just see what my opponent does next turn. I think we might be able to almost pretty much fill up our. Skip you for now. Skip again still. Opponent missing the grain for that turkey. So we're going to hope that he passes out more food to us so we don't have to. We just need one more. Oh, that's a nice play. Let's see, he's got 2 turns left. He can get 8 more. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 currently, and his maximum capacity is 4, 8, 11, 14. So I think we have tied space. 4, 6, 9, 11. Yep, so we just have to look at that, we got it. And we can, since we're going to be activating the hummingbird, we can get rid of one of these guys. So we have filled up our grassland, which we like. We're going to tie the end of round goal, and we're going to be able to get down that spotted owl as well. So a lot of bonus cards. Ecologist is going to be a strong one with 6 points. believe it's 4 points for our omnivore with our two lovely hummingbirds, and 3 with geographic terms. So what does that make? 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. 13 in bonus points. We're not necessarily ahead on our score here. He's got 2 bonus cards. We're about to get a 4th one, so we'll just have to see. Opponent having some connection issues, I see. Opponent not going to be able to convert a food into an extra point by converting a food into an egg, so that we like. We will once again skip our Harrier. Could be a nice 2-point bomb in there. I mean, two food cost bomb, like some forest bonus card bird. Up by 5, but my opponent has an extra turn on us, so not necessarily the best. Opponent does not give out a grub. All right, this could be a 4-point play, or it could be a lot bigger. We're hoping for not a dud. Give me something good. Actually, it's a 6-point play with the. Oh, that's nice. Too bad I did not spread them out more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got the lower bounds. That's a shame. Should have spread my eggs out more, but even I still would have only had 8. So there we go. I hope I did not spend an egg off of my grasslands. I did not. Spent it off my kinglet, I think. All right. So that was a 6 plus 3 is 9-point play. Feeling good about this game now. Opponent will be slightly ahead in points going into it, but got 16 points in bonus cards, I believe. So let's see. So we're only down by 1. So he needs 15 to win it. He's got a food on us, so a tie will win him the game. He does not get it, so it's a close game, but we managed to nab that one. Good game by my opponent. 95 is a very respectable score. I believe my math is correct, and we've got this one. Yep, looking good. 99. GG to my opponent. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that one. Currently 42nd. Not bad. All right, I'll see you next time.